Hi, my name is Gabrielle, and this is how I went from living in survival mode to creating and building and living the American dream. My very first experience with housing insecurity was as an infant with my mom. She would lose her place and move in with a boyfriend or a guy she just met as early as I could remember. We bounced around a lot and had to grow up really fast. I was 15 when I was placed into foster care. I just had a clear image of what I didn't want my life to be like anymore, but I had no idea what a good life would look like. I remember always wanting to be a mom. I couldn't wait to show my mom how easy it was to love your child, to take care of your child, to just let a child be a child. One thing led to another. I found out that I was pregnant. I was like, okay, I want to have a stable house. I want to have a stable job. I want to be able to actually provide a child a good childhood, and this is what I need to do. I made the most responsible decision to put ourselves into a homeless shelter so that we were safe and that our basic needs could be met. It was very intimidating. There was a lot of rules and I felt like a prisoner, hence that I was signing away my rights. I just felt like I was submitting to once again something else that I didn't really want to. We were in the basement of a church and we would have to be home by 5 p.m. and they would have boys and girls club playing basketball upstairs. After being in a DV relationship, hearing banging and stuff like that would just induce this panic state. And I was working a lot and that resulted in my daughter being left with unsafe people, and I was not going to let that happen to her. And then also, my daughter would wake up crying in the middle of the night, and the roommate that I had would be like, take care of your kid. And every time I'd go out to make my daughter a bottle, I felt like I was going to get in trouble and lose our spot at the shelter. It put me into fight or flight mode. So I quit working, I signed up for TANF and was figuring out how to budget and manage living off of $432 a month. I had bought a new car with my tax return, and then my daughter's dad stole my car, and so then I just lost all that money, and I would literally be like, I don't know what to do right now. Without housing security, you are constantly stuck in this survival mode stance where you're always thinking about right here, right now, what can I do to get through this moment? I was losing this vision of what my hopes and values and morals were for my daughter and being her mom. Just would look up to the sky and I would literally be like, I don't know what to do right now. And giving up was something that I contemplated every day. That's when DCT came into my life. I felt I just solved all of our problems. I can now provide for us financially. We can enjoy being a family. We can not do all these things that we did to make money and survive. DCT literally gave me the ability to breathe. I was venting to a caseworker, and I think to help induce hope, she told me about this program known as DCT. DCT, when I started, they had said that we will be getting $1,000 a month for 5 months. And then in that 5 months, we can pull out a $3,000 stipend anytime we want. And we don't have to show receipts. This money could be used for anything that we wanted to spend it on, but it's intended for creating stability for yourselves, whether that's bettering your position you're in, getting yourself into your own home, buying a car. And they said it was getting extended till January 2025. I was like, man, I have never experienced anything that was stable. For 2 years, they're like, this is yours. You don't have to worry about it. So when I got out of my DV relationship, one of my first things to do was to move out of that old apartment for our safety. I had this mindset oh, I have money to go buy the things I need now. It was just something that really helped me feel stable and confidence. I got this. I can actually make this life happen that I want to make happen. I think if there's anything I really want to be taken from this, is DCT literally gave me the ability to breathe and think clearly, and it impacted my life so dramatically. I remember my first sick day when I am sick and my daughter was sick. There's no powering through this. And I remember that being such a defeating feeling. And then I was like, wait, we get to be home and we don't have to be nowhere and like do anything on anybody else's time. This is our time. This is our space. And so I put on Over the Rainbow and like Don't Worry, Be Happy and Let It Go by Frozen. And we just sang our little hearts out and we danced and we were sick in our pajamas, cooking breakfast at 11 a.m. It was like the most freeing feeling I ever had, with this overwhelming sense of peace. And like, I don't think I would be here without DCT, without the beautiful like blessings and opportunities that it's brought. And it has shown me that there is good out there and like I mattered. A piece of me was valued and that I'm here to make some change. And I also don't have to do it on my own. I knew I needed to use this opportunity that I've been given to really make my life move forward. I knew that if I wasted this time that I got with DCT, that I would deeply regret it later in life. I'm on my way to being a homeowner now. And also with the consistent, like, monthly income that I didn't have to work for, here I am now going to school full time. I see myself providing a stable childhood for my daughter and a life for my daughter that looks like, you know, family dinners and having her clothes folded away in her dresser and taking showers and baths and getting in our car to go for a road trip somewhere where she can grow up and look back and like just have like this really like profound sense of like, this is my home. And like, yeah, just see us living the American dream.